Thanks for having me here. It's a big honor to stand here representing Sparbanken Skåne. I'm working not far from here at Ideon Gateway. I'll also take the opportunity to just say a few words about the bank before I start with the report. And as Kristina said, the report unfortunately is only in Swedish, at Skånska maybe. But feel free to take the reports, and if you want more, I can get them. And they're also on a web version on sparbankenskone.se. A couple of words about Sparbanken Skåne. Yeah, we are a proud local bank. We have almost 500 employees and are represented in 15 Skånska kommuner, municipalities in Skåne. We have about 300,000 private and corporate customers, and also a business volume at about 244 billion Swedish crowns. As I said, we are a local bank. That means that we are owned by local owners from Skåne, free saving foundations. And the unique with Sparbanken Skåne is that we invest a lot of our profits in the society again. So it does good in Skåne, in the society where we have branches. Sparbanken Skåne, in its current position, was founded in 2014 when three saving banks merged. And we did it because then we have easier to comply with new regulations, and also possibility to have an even greater involvement in community development. Yeah, and strong local ownership, these three foundations. I realize maybe I have too many PowerPoints, so I take it rather quickly. But I also want to say, as a customer in Sparbanken Skåne, you contribute to the local development because we're giving back to the society where we have. For example, I don't know if you know this Agora archaeological site. It's even bigger than Birka, but it's not sited in Stockholm, so not so many know about it. But it's only a couple of kilometers here. Yeah, and much more. Okay, Skånsk tur. Business report about Skåne. Since 2018, twice a year we hand out this report, and I think it's the only one that goes into detail, as this one does, about whole Skåne, all the communes. You can get a lot of statistics. So if you're into statistics, check this report. Into all the different communes in Skåne. And now, the last edition was published now in May, and it was, of course, rather much about this COVID situation now and how the society and companies have managed COVID. And actually, if we look at Skåne as a whole, we have been made a rather great recovery from the COVID in 2021, and even better than the rest of the country, Sweden, actually. But now, of course, with the situation in Ukraine and so on, and the inflation, as I went here, I got a new news flash that the inflation in Sweden now is about 7.2, and that is much higher than it's been for many years before. I think we have to go back to the 90s to see these kind of numbers. So now we are struggling with heavy increases on energy, supplies, and raw materials. And as I said, the inflation is the highest in many years. And as a result of that, the interest rates are also going up. So tougher times ahead, but it's going to be better again after that, of course, I think. But it will, of course, affect both like companies and the households. And I think many of us already have noticed that. And as we can see here, this forecasts of the economy in this year, 2022, all the big banks are lowering their estimates, and that is because of the situation. And also, as I said, Skåne managed the pandemic rather well, actually. If we look at the gross regional product, it's like the sum of all products and services that are produced in Skåne as a whole. We managed zero, also plus minus null. But if you see in Stockholm, and that's like the Gothenburg region, they declined. But Skåne managed to hold it. And yeah. Great. And especially the Lunda region, actually.
Yeah.
Here's some more statistics of that. And but now it's increasing again, and you can see the figures in this report as well. Yeah. 2021, over 10,000 new companies was founded just in Skåne.
Yeah!
That's incredible, actually. Yeah, that's worth going for. It's more than 2019, and not so many bankruptcies. You see. If we look at just Lund, 124 new companies was founded, and here at Ideon, 100 maybe.
New companies?
Yeah. No, not really, but some of them are here, of course. And the employment rate in Skåne has been lowering as well, actually. For now we see 2021. In Skåne as a whole, it's higher than in Sweden as a whole, but in Lund, 5.7. So it's a good region to do business in. So what's happening now? Yeah, not so many knows, of course. But we see the companies have problems with like supply chains and higher costs of raw materials, and it's going to be tough for the month coming ahead, of course. And would also affect both companies and private households. And as a Finnish, we also have made like an investigation how the households are affecting by these price increases. First one, single person in a rental flat. Yeah, she or he has the cost has increased with 267 crowns, but with this like further increases in food prices and so on, up to 571 crowns higher prices per month. And to the right side, for a family living in a own house with loans, cars, one car actually, and 2 children, over 3,000 in increased costs up to today, and their prognosis up to over 6,000 in increased cost for a couple of this when its inflation is rising. More figures is in this, of course, then. So that was what I was going to say.
Yeah, great. Thank you.